If you are a Scorpio, on paper, you should be dominating whatever field you have chosen. Your focus is laser precise. Your ability to see what is really happening beneath the surface of any situation gives you an intelligence advantage that most people cannot compete with. Your willpower is legendary. Pluto gives you the ability to transform, to endure, to outlast any obstacle through sheer force of determination. With those tools, you should be untouchable. So why does success sometimes slip through your grip? Why do people who are less focused, less perceptive, and less determined seem to build more? The answer is self-sabotage. And the way a Scorpio self-sabotages is rooted in the same intensity that makes you formidable. Because intensity, misdirected, destroys the very things it was meant to build. The first pattern is destroying something that is working because you cannot control every variable inside it. This is the most distinctly Scorpio pattern of self-sabotage, and it is devastating because it targets success that has already been achieved. Here is how it plays out. You build something: a business partnership, a career trajectory, a financial structure, and it is working, producing results, gaining momentum. But inside the success, there is a variable you cannot control. A partner whose motives you are not 100% certain of. A colleague whose loyalty you have not fully verified. A system that depends on someone else's reliability. And because Pluto cannot tolerate uncontrolled variables, you start probing, testing, pushing, applying pressure to the uncertain point until it either proves itself or breaks. And it almost always breaks. Not because it was weak, because you pushed it past what it could withstand. You torpedoed a working partnership because you needed absolute certainty that it would never betray you. You burned a professional relationship because you tested it beyond any reasonable threshold. You dismantled a financial structure because one element of it was outside your control. Here is the fix. Accept that every successful venture contains elements you cannot fully control. That is not a flaw in the venture. That is the nature of anything that involves other people. Before you test something that is already working, ask yourself one question. Is there an actual problem here, or am I manufacturing a test because the uncertainty is uncomfortable? If there is no actual evidence of a problem, step back from the test. Let the thing work. Let the partnership produce. Let the system run. Your vigilance is a strength. But vigilance that destroys what it is guarding is no longer vigilance. It is sabotage. The second pattern is refusing to collaborate because trust feels like exposure. A Scorpio works brilliantly alone. Your focus, your intensity, and your willingness to go deeper than anyone else means that solo work is where you often produce your most impressive results. But solo work has a ceiling. And that ceiling is significantly lower than what collaboration can build. Here's the problem. Collaboration requires trust. It requires sharing information, sharing credit, sharing control, and sharing vulnerability. And every one of those requirements activates Pluto's defense system. What if they steal the idea? What if they take the credit? What if they see how I work and use it against me? What if they get close enough to hurt me professionally? Those fears keep you operating alone in situations where a team would produce 10 times the result. You do not delegate because delegation means someone else holds a piece of the outcome. You do not partner because partnership means someone else has leverage. You do not build a team because a team means exposure on multiple fronts simultaneously. And so you remain a brilliant solo operator in a world that rewards team builders. Here is the fix. Start with one collaboration. One project where you share control with one person whose track record you can verify. Not whose character you can guarantee. Whose track record you can verify. A Scorpio trusts evidence. So gather evidence. Look at what this person has done. Look at how they have operated with others. Look at their history. And then take a calculated risk on shared work. You will not trust them fully at the beginning. That is fine. Trust builds through successful repetition. Let the first collaboration succeed on a small scale. Then build from there. A Scorpio who can collaborate without needing to control every variable will scale their success exponentially. Because your intensity multiplied by other people's strengths is how empires are actually built. The third pattern is holding on to resentment from past professional betrayals so tightly that it prevents you from entering new opportunities. A Scorpio does not forget being wronged professionally, and there is wisdom in that memory. It protects you from repeating the same mistake with the same type of person. But that memory, when it calcifies into a generalized distrust of professional relationships, becomes a filter that blocks good opportunities along with the bad ones. Here is how this manifests. Someone cheated you in a business deal 10 years ago, and now every potential business partner is viewed through the lens of that betrayal. A colleague took credit for your work once, and now you withhold your best ideas from every team you are on. An investor or a client acted in bad faith, and now you approach every financial arrangement as though the other party is planning to exploit you. The original wound was real. The protection it created was appropriate at the time. But the generalized distrust that grew from it is costing you opportunities that have nothing to do with the person who originally hurt you. Here is the fix. Before you reject an opportunity because it activates an old wound, ask yourself one question. Am I responding to this person or to the person who hurt me before? If the answer is the person before, that is not discernment. That is a scar making decisions for you. Discernment evaluates the current situation on its own evidence. Scarring rejects the current situation based on past evidence that does not apply. A Scorpio who can tell the difference between discernment and scarring will enter opportunities that the scarred version would have walked away from. And some of those opportunities will be the ones that change everything. Here is the bigger picture. All three of these patterns, destroying working systems, refusing to collaborate, and letting past wounds filter present opportunities, come from the same root. They come from Pluto's need for control and protection operating in environments that require vulnerability and trust. And vulnerability and trust are the two things a Scorpio resists most. But here is the paradox. The success you are capable of building requires exactly those things. Not naive trust, not reckless vulnerability, but enough of both to let other people into the process. Enough to let something work without testing it to death. Enough to let an opportunity prove itself before your defenses reject it. A Scorpio who can do that does not become less powerful. They become powerful at scale. And a Scorpio at scale is a force that reshapes entire industries. Please remember that this video is for entertainment and personal reflection purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional career or financial advice. Every situation is unique, and if you are facing significant challenges, please consider speaking with a qualified professional. If this resonated with you, drop in the comments which of the three patterns you recognized in yourself immediately. Save this video so you can come back to it whenever you need the reminder. This is not going anywhere, and neither are these truths about who you are. Thank you for being with Stars Aligned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a blessed day. You got this.